we can now jump in here, and then I will show you how to do that. So I assume that you have already registered yourself. So if not, please do so. You can, there is a free trial. You can, like I have done, I have created a free trial. So you have to give your bank details when you create these free trials, but they will not charge you unless you tell them to do so. So if you want to upgrade, or you want to do more things which need you to upgrade, so in that case you can go here and you can upgrade your subscription. So let's now go to Azure Active Directory, and we can create users there. So when you basically register yourself, so it will by default create a user. Now what we will do is, so this is the primary user. What we will do is we will add certain other users which are basically fictitious users. We will add them. So we'll create a fictitious company called as, or we'll assume there is a company called as ABC company, and there are certain employees in that company, and these employees needs to be added here so that they can access certain software resources. So what I can do now is I will go here to the new user, and I can create a new user, or I can invite another user. So if you already have an email ID and you want to use that email ID to log in to this portal, then we can send the invite there, and then this email address, which is mandatory, has to be provided, and once that is done, once we create the user, so you can see there is invite button here. Once we click on this invite, an invitation mail will be triggered to that user, and then when the user clicks on the link that is in the email, so user can come here and log in. So that is one kind of user. The other kind of user is where you create a user within the Active Directory. Okay, so here so a username will be created. So here you can add basically domains. By default, the current domain is based on my email, whatever I have provided during my registration. So that email is domain, but I have created one more domain as well. So this is this particular domain. So we can also use, so we can register lots of custom domains in Azure Active Directory and create users based on that domain. So suppose you have a company called as abccompany.com, then we can create a domain called as abccompany.com, and when you do that, so that domain will appear here, and then you can create users based on, let's say, user1 at abccompany.com. So like this you can do it. Now adding custom domains is a separate thing, so you can also do it here. So I will just briefly show you how to do it. So I'll not actually do it, but I'll just show you the process. So this is here custom domains. So if you go to Azure Active Directory page, and here in the left hand side you can see custom domains. If you go to custom domains, you can see I have already added a domain called as blogonenergy.com, and this is the default domain which Microsoft has created when I registered. So you can create one more custom domain, and you can give a custom domain name, and when you add domain you have to add certain other things which is basically from your domain provider. You have to add certain things, but that is basically how you do it. But once it is done, you can come back to users and then click on new user. Let's say I will say John Doe, and he is a normal user. Okay, so I am giving in bracket so that it will be easier for me to distinguish this particular user. Sorry, I will not give it here. It is just John Doe. I will give this here, John Doe. This will be in caps. So John Doe, he's a normal user. Okay. Why I'm giving this user here, I will tell you in a minute. but let's first create this user. So we are saying auto generate password. So Azure Active Directory will automatically create a password for this user. If I click on show password, it will show me a random password for this user. I can use this password to log in to the Azure portal using this particular username. So if I give this particular username and this password, then I'll be able to log in. When I log in, Azure will ask me to reset the password, so I can then change this password to something else as per my wish. I can give another password. So I will, for now, I'll uncheck this, not required. So here you can see there is a role. By default, a user role has been allocated to John Doe. Okay, so if you want, you can change it. So here, if I have clicked that user link, and now it will open up all the directory roles. Here I can search for a particular role. You can see there are a lot of roles here. Different roles means different kind of things you can do within the Azure portal. So those are different roles available, and you can search for a particular role. For example, if I search here cloud, then you can see there are 3 different roles starting with the word cloud. I can select one of these roles and assign to this particular user. But for now, I want the user role for this particular user. So I can also give like I can say that, okay, this particular user belongs to a particular location, and only if the user is logged into this location, logged in from this location, they can access the portal. If not, they should not be able to access this portal. So in that case, if I want to have that restriction, I can say yes and then select a particular location, let's say United States of America. So I can select United States, and if the user is in the United States and accessing this portal, they'll be allowed to log in. If not, they'll be blocked. So I'll leave it blank. Job title. So again, this is for the you can give some job title. Let's say I'm saying that John Doe is a junior developer, department IT department, company name ABC company. Okay, so we can also allocate a manager to John Doe. So right now the manager should also be a user. So since we have only one user, which is myself, default user, so I will make myself the manager. So now John Doe user has been created. Okay, so now you can see John Doe user. So there's one more. So there you can see that there are 2 users right now. We can create more users. So I'll create one more with a different role. So let's say Scott Doe. I will say Scott Doe is a cloud admin. Okay, you can again give first name, last name, but these are not mandatory. I'm just focusing on the mandatory things. I will then add a role here. So I don't want this person Scott Doe to be a normal user. I want him to be in the cloud admin role. So I'm searching for cloud, and I can see here cloud administrator. What this cloud administrator can do is can create and manage all aspects of app registrations and enterprise apps except app proxy. So he has a higher level of permission than a user. So a user cannot manage the app registrations, but a cloud application administrator can do. So these are all fictitious users. It is just for this particular exercise. So I'm creating it so that you can understand how to create users or different users. Now I'm saying this is a senior admin. Okay, the job title. He also works for IT department, and company is the same company, ABC company. Okay, and I'm creating this user. Now this user also got created. So here you can see we have 3 users. So and here John and Scott, these are 2 employees of this company. Now the reason why I have given this user and cloud admin in the name for the name property is so that I can distinguish these users when I see them here in this blade. I will know that, okay, this is a user and this is a cloud admin, because there is no such column called as a role here in this blade. Even if I customize it, I cannot add. There is no column where I can find or which is available to me, which is called as role. Okay, so another way of distinguishing them is through the company designation. Okay, so that we can do as well. So if you want to customize this, if you want to add or remove certain columns, you can do it. So you can go here, click on this 3 dots here. So here are the 3 dots. So click on this, click on columns. You can see all the columns which are displayed here has been selected. I will add job title, department, so that it will help me in distinguishing the users. So now you can see 2 more columns has been added, job title and department. So junior developer, senior admin, IT department. So now let's say you have hundreds of users here and you don't know which user is a cloud admin or which user is a, let's say you want to filter a particular person. So it will be easier if you add these columns here, and then you can then filter based on their job title. Okay, so or department. Okay, so here we can add a filter based on the job title or based on the department. We can do it. So it will be useful when there are lots of users and you want to select a particular user. Then adding this filter will be useful. So I will show you how to do it. So click on this add filters, and then click on, let's say, job title. We want to filter based on job title, and then click on this apply button. Now I want to select all the people who are senior admin, right? So I can just click on this and then select, say, senior. Okay, just senior, and whoever in this senior something role, okay, senior star or senior or role star or title starting with senior. Okay, those users will be filtered. So now right now we have only one user who is a senior admin, so that person got selected. So that is where these filters are useful, and since there is no role column available, so I have added this so that by looking at the name I can understand who is a cloud admin or who is a normal user. So we can also kind of select it like this. So because it is already in name, the cloud admin, so if I select a cloud, this person comes up here. Okay, so if I am saying let's say user, again this person comes up because he is a user and I have added his name within brackets. I have added user here alongside his name. So that is how, you know, we add users. I will now close this preview. So I have shown you how to add users to Azure Active Directory. So yeah, if you like this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching.